What up, y'all? It's y'all girl Boots, and I'm back with another video, y'all. Sorry for the wait, but I'm back, so that's all that matters. I hope y'all doing cool and that y'all, you know, enjoying y'all new year so far. So without further ado, y'all, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and share, y'all. Share. Why you not sharing? Share so that friend can share with another friend, and that friend can share with another friend, y'all. And if y'all new to this thing, join the Prezi gang. So let's get into it. So I did a poll on my story, y'all, and I asked y'all, did y'all want me to do daily scriptures? And majority of people voted for yes. So with that being said, today's scripture is Genesis 4:7. And just so y'all know, I'm not gonna give y'all nothing that I don't read. So this is something that I felt would be a good way to start off. So it reads, if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must master it. And something, you know, sin is something that everybody deals with. Everybody. Nobody is too big for sin. Everybody deals with sin. But you know, God, He's a good guy, so He gonna help you in everything. So definitely with that, I would just say everybody just put their best foot forward. You're not perfect, you're not gonna get it right every day, but as long as you trying, that's all that matters. So let's get into the video, y'all. So for the characters, y'all, I had to write the characters down so I don't get nobody confused. So the characters are gonna be Looney for the boy that was my best friend. I'm just gonna call him my boy best friend. Then the third character is gonna be Erica. The fourth character is just gonna be T. So let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so when I used to live with my mom, I was like a switch off type thing. So I was mostly with my mom, but I would go to my dad's house every other weekend. But during the summertime, I would stay over his house. I would stay for about 2 weeks at a time. So it would be like 2 weeks at a time. I would go back to my mom's house for a week, but I would be at his house for like the majority of the time, right? So when I went over to my dad's house during the summer, my stepmom had actually put me in this camp. It was called Camp A Lot of Fun. So y'all, I used to love this camp. I mean, it was something to get out the house. You know, we did a lot of different things. We went on a lot of different field trips, and I also met a lot of cool people through this camp. Two of the people that I met when I first got there was boy best friend and Erica. So Erica, she was a pretty girl, and we was both into like basketball. That's actually how we became close. We was like the only girls in the camp that hooped for real. So it was just kind of saying how we both on the basketball team at our schools or whatever, and we just kind of clicked off there. And boy best friend, I think I ended up meeting boy best friend one time when we went to the water park, and we just became cool. But we was basically like the trio of Camp A Lot of Fun. Like, there was no seeing me and not seeing Erica and boy best friend. So we was always cool. We was always real tight. Cool. So some days, like, it was some days with the camp where you didn't have to be there every day. I was there every day, but like people like Erica, she wasn't there every day. So on the days that Erica wasn't there, of course, it was just me and boy best friend, and sometimes boy best friend didn't come every day either. So I had met this girl, and we gonna name her, she's Looney. She's Looney. So Looney, she was real cool, you know what I'm saying? She was more on the chill side. So like me and Looney, we would just sit back and have like a lot of chill conversations, you know what I'm saying? Talk about boys, stuff like that, or like, she was like a girly girl, so we would talk about like girl stuff like that. So we didn't have the same like friendship dynamic as me and Erica. The type of friend where I'm not gonna leave one of my friends out, because Looney, she didn't really talk to nobody. Like, she only talked to me and boy best friend. She didn't really talk to anybody else in the camp. So on the days where Erica was there and me and boy best friend would be around Erica, I would invite Looney to come with us. Like, they didn't know each other. I introduced them to each other. I'm like, you know, Looney this Erica, Erica this Looney, you know, so y'all friends now because y'all my friend. You know, I'm not gonna let nobody feel left out for real. That's how I was back then, and I'm still that way to this day. Just like, we was cool from there on out. Like, we all was just always around each other, you know what I'm saying? We was just doing what girls would do. Boy best friend, he was we was all looking at the same thing. So we was one camp counselor. I just thought he was so cute, y'all. I would always say, like, look at him, like, he is so cute. Mind y'all, they're like teenagers, and we're like in middle school. They're teenagers, we're in middle school. So we saying how they cute. We all had our little camp counselor that we thought was so cute. And that's just kind of how we bonded. And we did have a decent, we had a good bond. I'm not gonna say decent, we had a good bond. Like, We would go to the water park. Like anything that we did in camp, we was always tight. Like we just had fun. We had so much fun, I can't lie. So as time progressed, as you know, when you in a big friend group, it's gonna always be two people that really don't click like that. And that's why I do not like big friend groups. And we wasn't even that big. It's only 4 of us. Like, how was y'all not clicking? But of course, the 2 people that did not click was Looney and Erica. Now, I wasn't surprised by this because it's like they're like polar opposites. I swear, they're polar opposites. So it was no surprise to me when they didn't click. Like Erica, I ain't gonna lie, she was a little on the bougie side. She was just like, a lot of people would think that she comes off as she's better than them. You feel me? Like, and she's not like that at all. You know, well, she wasn't like that back then. Now, that's a different story. But back then, she wasn't like that. She's a sweet girl that was just misunderstood. Looney, on the other hand, and from where I came from, like we came from the hood, like definitely had to, you know, pull your weight for real. Erica and Looney, they started to get into it, like to the point where Looney didn't come around. Like if Looney saw me talking to Erica, she wouldn't come around. She would just wait for me to get done. If Erica saw me talking to Looney, she wouldn't come around. She would just wait for me to get done. So now it was like, I don't want to say me and boy best friend was stuck in the middle, because boy best friend is cool with Erica first. So it really wasn't like, you know, but he was still cool with Looney as well. But me personally, I was cool with both of them. So I did feel bad that they wasn't getting along. Like I didn't even understand why they couldn't get along. It was some weird stuff. But Looney just really felt like Erica thought she was better than everybody. And I really feel like now, looking back on it, now that I'm grown, I feel like Looney did have some animosity towards Erica because she was a pretty girl. But it's crazy because Looney is a pretty girl too, so she really didn't have to hate. But I feel like that's where a lot of that animosity came from. So boom, it was one day, Erica wasn't there. So of course Erica not there, I'm talking to Looney. So me and Looney was chit-chatting. We was talking about what school we go to, and I told her the school that I go to. She was like, oh really? My cousin go there. I'm like, oh really? Who was your cousin? And she told me that her cousin is T. Let me give y'all a little backstory on who T is. So me and T, we've been in the same classes with each other since like 5th grade. I've known her, at that point I had known her for like a minute. But me and her didn't really get along. But here's how me and her called each other cousins, which is why I ended up telling Looney what I told her. Back when I was in 6th grade, it was this girl. I would say she was popular. Like she was real cool, and me and her clicked. I didn't know her, she didn't know me from a can of paint, but me and her clicked. Like she was real, you know, I kept it real, and we just went off from there. So she saw how a lot of people was picking on me, and because I told y'all in 6th grade people used to try to bully me. She saw how a lot of people was picking on me, and she was like, girl, why is they picking on you? And I'm like, I really don't know. Like some people I would just genuinely be into it with because it was some stuff that carried over from school, but a lot of stuff was just on some pick me energy, like your friend don't like me, so now you don't like me. Or it was just boys being boys and just being mean. So she was like, girl, why they be picking on you, cousin? Like that's how we would talk. Like that's why a lot of people thought that we was cousins, and we just went with it. Like when she made that mark, everybody knew me as, oh yeah, that's such and such cousin. Then it was this dude that everybody knows, and he asked me like, oh, that's your cousin? That's my cousin too. So we started calling each other cousins, and that dude so happened to be T cousin. And when T found out, that's how me and T was like, oh, okay, we cousins too. So whole time, this slice started off a fake cousinship that me and this girl had that led to me having two more quote unquote cousins. Y'all don't ask me why me and this girl did this, but we did it, and literally everybody ate it right up. So when Looney asked me did I know who she was, I'm like, yeah, I know who she is. That's my cousin. Why would I say that, y'all? Why would I say that? Like, even though me and her like did address each other as that, she not my real cousin, but I was just going with that same thing because mind you, till that day we had all been still addressing each other as that. So when she asked me, I'm like, yeah, and this is why. And she was like, Afra, that's my cousin. Like, how are y'all cousins? And I told her, I'm like, yeah, because this dude that she cousins with, that's my cousin too. She like, dang, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I know her. She ain't never told. I'm gonna have to ask her about you so we can link when I'm out there. I'm like, yeah, that'll be fun. Like, let me know. Cause at the end of the day, me and T, like, she knew that I called dude my cousin, and she knew that that was her cousin, and we did address each other as that from time to time. But we wasn't into it, but we wasn't cool because T was just like, she was just like follower. Like, I really don't feel like she had no reason not to mess with me like that. Still to this day, I don't understand why T didn't like me. I feel like she just didn't like me off the strength of her friends. So when me and Looney had talked about this has like made us closer because we could relate. Hey, okay, she know my people's ass, she be out there, da, 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 so we're gonna be seeing each other outside of camp at the band. And it went from there, y'all, because that was like our last week of camp. So after that, I wasn't coming back to that camp until next year because I had to go back to my mom's house for school. But me and my best friend, like, we were super close, so we would still be talking, we'll still be kicking with each other and all of that. But on this one particular day, he had told me that Looney had called him and was talking stuff about me. So I'm asking him, like, why would she talk stuff about me? Like, what happened? So y'all, we're gonna end it right there. I will be dropping the part 2 next week. But yeah, y'all gonna have to come back and see the part 2 because I'm gonna end it right here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. And tap in with me in the comments and share this video, y'all. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Let me see you go to work. Let me see you go to work. Let me see you go to work.